Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Bhavna Joshi and I will be taking the subject childhood and growing up. So in this subject today we will be studying about the second topic of unit 2 of childhood and growing up B.Ed 101, that is gross and fine motor skills. So it is very important to know first that what is motor skill development. So motor development is defined as the development of child's bones and muscles. It means that when there is a development in child's bones and muscles, and he is able to manipulate these bones and muscles as per his or her environmental need, that is motor development. So two definitions are given here. One is from Crow and Crow, and the second one is from E.B. Hurley. So Crow and Crow says that physical motor development refers to the various kind of bodily movement that are made possible through coordination of nerves and muscle activity. So whatever kind of bodily activity a child is able to do, that is due to the coordination of nerve and muscle activity, that is called as the physical motor development. And in the words of E.B. Hurlock, physical motor development refers to the development of control over bodily movements. Now, it means that how much control a child has over his or her bodily movement. Is he able to have control over it through the coordinated activity of the nervous system, the nerves, and the muscles? So it is the what it is. It is the fine physical motor skill for physical motor development is the bodily movement which a child makes with the help of the coordination of the nerve center, the nerves, and the muscles. Now, next is motor skills. Now, what are motor skills? Motor skill is the function involving the precise movement of muscles with the intention of performing a specific act. Now, it is whatever movement muscles are doing with the intention of performing a specific act, that is called as the motor skills. Now, motor skills is divided into, so we can say that it is the movement and action of the muscles. So motor skills is divided into two parts again. One is the gross motor skill and the second is the fine motor skill. So what is gross motor skill? Gross motor skills involves the movement and coordination of arms and legs and the other parts of the body parts and movement. So whatever movement and coordination is there in of the arms and legs, that is gross motor skills, and it requires whole body movement. In gross motor skill, it is whole body movement which involves large muscles of the body to perform everyday work. Whatever work you are doing, the large muscles which are performing their action, that is called as the gross motor skills. So this gross motor skill is again divided into two parts. One is locomotor skill and the other one is the object control skills. Now the locomotor skill is the simple running, jumping, sliding, swimming, and object control skill is when the child is able to throw a ball, catch a ball, kick a ball. That is object control skills. So all these are the gross motor skills. On the whole, you can say that it is the use of whole body parts, the movement of whole body parts, and it is the coordination of the arms and legs. Next, now what is again gross motor skill? These are the crucial for everyday self-care skills like dressing. If a child is like, for example, if a child is dressing up and he wants to wear the pant, so it is very necessary for him to be able to stand on one leg and put the other leg in the pant without falling down. So this coordination is a part of gross motor skill. Second is gross motor abilities also have influence on other everyday function. It is not that these abilities are not connected with the other function. It is connected with the other functions also. Gross motor abilities are connected with the other functions also. Like, for example, if a child is able to maintain a top posture. That means his upper body is, he is able to sit without any support given to the upper body. Now this thing will affect the ability to participate in, other fine motor skills like writing, drawing. He will be able to draw, he will be able to write, he will be able to cut, as well as sitting upright in the class. So at the same time, what he is able to do with the gross motor abilities, he is able to do the other things also. Other things are also influenced, like his ability to maintain table top posture is have effect on two things. One is, first, he is able to write, draw, that is fine motor skills, he is able to participate in it. Secondly, he is able to attend the class sitting upright straight. Next is gross motor skills impact on your endurance to cope with the full day of school. That means with gross motor skills, a child is able to cope up with the pressure of whole day, which he gets in the school. Like, he is able to sit upright at desk. He is able to move in between in classroom. He is able to carry his heavy school bag. So it is all due to the gross motor skills. Next is fine motor skills. Now, what are fine motor skills? Now, fine motor skills are involved in smaller movement. Till now, gross motor skill was the coordination of arms and legs and movement of the whole body. Fine motor skills is involved with the smaller movement. That means, movement of wrist, movement of hand, fingers, feet, toes. And fine motor skills are they participate in smaller actions, such as picking up an object, using using a thumb and a finger to pick up a pencil or an object with the thumb and a finger, writing carefully, blinking eyes. All these are fine motor skills. Then less developed kids focus on their gross movement, while more developed kids have more control over their fine movement. So if a child is fully developed with respect to muscles, then obviously he will be able to use the fine motor skills. Whereas if the muscles are not fully developed in a kid, he will only focus on the gross motor movements. Then fine motor skills are essential for performing everyday skills. Like, for example, if a child wants to take care of his self-care, he wants to take care of himself, then fine motor skills are involved in it. Like, for example, opening of lunchbox on his own. In opening a lunchbox, the fingers are involved, the thumb is involved, so it is fine motor skills. Cleaning teeth with the brush, using cutlery, academic skills like holding pencil and all these things involve the fine motor skills. Then like pencil skills, as I said, drawing, coloring, writing, all cutting and pasting, all these comes in the fine motor skills. Next is without the ability to complete these everyday tasks, a child's self-esteem can suffer and the academic performance is compromised. So it is very important to develop these fine motor skills, because without this, other children are able to do those things, but a specific child is not able to use his fine motor skills. So obviously self-esteem will be hindered and his academic performance will be hindered. So a teacher, as a parent, you should take care of these things. They may be unable able to develop appropriate independence in life skills, like for example, if the fine motor skills are not developed, then automatically the child will not be able to live an independent life. Reason being, he or she will not be able to get dressed by himself or herself, will not be able to, you know, hold the spoon and feed themselves. So these particular things will not be able to do, will not be able to be done by the child. So fine motor skills are very important for a child. So I hope you understood about the gross motor and fine motor skills. Thank you very much.